Hello, this is Leanne Lamb, and I'm here with Steve Spike Wong, the writer, producer, and actor in White Sky Falling Dragon. I really thought it was important to bring Steve back into another conversation because after seeing the play twice, it speaks to me in different ways each time. Steve, can you tell us a little bit about how the reaction of the audiences have been in the past?
Well, they've been really tremendous across the board. As I mentioned to a lot of people, the most amazing thing on opening night was an elderly Chinese woman who came up to me and said, "My whole life, I've considered my family's Chinese story to be worthless and kind of shameful. And tonight, your play changed all of that for me." And when she said that, I was so touched, just amazingly moved. I kind of wanted to just sit down with her and listen to her story. It just seemed like such a watershed kind of a moment. But across the board, I think audiences have been impressed with the professionalism, the multi-layered aspects of the show, how we've woven in original music, both live and all of our incidental music was written and composed by a Chinese friend of mine in New York City. And the fact that the story reaches across multiple generations, both in the play and in the audience. So, other aspects of it are that people are coming to see a play about a Cantonese Chinese American family in the 1940s when there's this great divide between the original Chinese immigrants and their children who are struggling to become as American as they could possibly be. And to listen to the types of wisdom that are coming from all of the characters in this play, it's fascinating because, as you said, Leanne, it touches you differently each time, and that's because each time you hear different aspects of the philosophy and the characterization on stage. Um, it it's a play that takes place in 1944, but it speaks to humanity even today because of all the dynamics involved. One of the things that I'm most proud of is that I've been pushing all along to create a beautiful experience, both in terms of music, the use of language, the dynamics between the characters. The set itself has many pieces from my grandparents' home, and some of them are kind of valuable Chinese antiques that I consider to be necessary for the environment, both for the actors and the audience, because Chinese people coming in and seeing this type of a set will know that we are making an effort to honor the culture, honor the things that are important to Chinese Americans. And then listening to the play brings out the fact that we're dealing with very deep human feelings and emotions and philosophies. So that's what we're up to and what the response has been like.
That's absolutely fabulous. I want to make sure people have a chance to see it because how many more performances do you have?
We have four more performances. We have one this evening, Friday. Tomorrow on Saturday, we have both a matinee at 3 p.m. and an evening show at 7:30. And Sunday, we have a final matinee at 3 p.m.
Oh my, and how they can get tickets are through which way?
Oh, yeah, go straight to Mountain View Center for the Performing Arts, or you can go to tickets.mvcpa.com and look up White Sky Falling Dragon. You can get your tickets online.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Steve. The the every time I see the people who are crowding around you after the performance, what are they saying? What are they sharing and what have they gotten out of it in addition to the opening night person?
Well, just yesterday, um, the daughter of one of the veterans whom we honor in the play was there in attendance. Her father is listed as being one of the crew members on board our B 17. And so he's actually mentioned by name during the opening scene. And they came because they wanted to see, what I was doing with their dad's name. And they were just completely blown away. Pretty much all I could say was just thank you. Thank you for honoring our father and these other veterans. I've had former students of mine come up and say, this is the beautiful kinds of things that we know that you've produced in the past, but this one is far beyond what you've done before. And the others are just appreciative of learning about Chinese American history, Chinese American culture. Um, there are scenes of Chinese martial arts as they apply to the understanding of life, and not necessarily as a martial art per se. And lots of people come up and say they're feeling so proud that it's the woman in the play, it's the grandmother in the play who provides the foundational strength for the entire family to continue on.
That's beautiful. I'm with Contemporary Asian Theater Scene, and we're a 501c3. Steve, you created this play through your own resources. And I am just astounded, and I'm so grateful that you've brought this play through your own means, because you thought, because as an homage to your ancestors, to your dad, how can we support you in moving this forward? Because this story needs to be shared beyond.
Well, thank you. The number one thing is my website is soaringdragon.net, and we'll have a link to a GoFundMe that we are doing to raise funds to try to move this play onto other venues. Yeah, in particular, though, once the play closes, I'll be working on a film treatment, which was requested by an independent film company in Los Angeles. And I told them, you get nothing until this play is over, because the focus is this person to person experience inside a theater. And as you know, since you've seen it twice, Leanne, and thank you, it's such an all encompassing experience to be inside this intimate theater, seeing a very intimate family play, that I want to focus on that first. So later on, we'll definitely post a GoFundMe that is aimed at one thing only, and that is expanding the coverage of this play to other venues. Couldn't hear you. Couldn't you're muted, Leanne. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate it. I might be coming another time to bring more friends.
Oh, that would be wonderful to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck for this.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. It's going so incredibly well. I'm very honored and humbled.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye bye.